Hey folks, it's Colin Richards, and I'm proud to be with you today here on another episode of the Lord and Richards Radio Show. And today, if you're watching by YouTube, you're going to see we have a new background, a beautiful new live background of the scenery here that we enjoy from the foothills of Colorado, looking back on the city of Denver. And this particular episode, I'm excited to be visiting with you about a key biblical principle that's related to business. I am in the middle of a series on what I wish I knew as a business owner when I was young. And as a matter of fact, that's part of a bigger series, what I wish I knew when I was 30. And so this is the same advice I would give whether you were my own son or daughter or whether you're just coming in to meet with the fine folks at Lord and Richards. Because that's exactly what we're doing. Every single day, we're visiting with people just like you who have concerns about what's going on in the real world and how that might affect your retirement and your financial future. And so what we do is we sit down and help you develop a plan to achieve financial independence. And we do it from a biblical point of view. In this particular episode, we're going to zero in on a Bible verse, some wisdom of Solomon here, Proverbs 22, verse 3. The prudent man foresees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it. Boy, isn't that true? The prudent man foresees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it. You know, something about business is the ability to see before. John Maxwell says, leaders see before and they see more. And that's the idea. If you founded your business or if you're leading a business, you need to be the kind of person who sees before and sees more. And not just opportunities are in focus here, but in the proverb, Solomon is drawing us to the idea of danger in our business. You say, well, what's danger in business? Things that could threaten literally your business. And so on subsequent episodes, I'm going to be talking about some of the specific critical things you and I as business owners need to be addressing in order to make sure we foresee the danger and we are warned. The Bible actually says this man hides himself. So this person does everything that they can to avoid the danger for their sake, their family's sake, their employees' sake. By contrast, another kind of person goes on and just suffers for it. They see or they don't see, but they do nothing about it. And that's what we don't want to be as business owners. That's not what we want to be as people responsible for the finances in our household. We want to foresee that danger and make a plan in advance to address it. You see, the comprehensive planning that we do here at Lord and Richards is deliberately designed to address problems. You know, if there were no problems in developing your financial plan, there'd not be much need to write one down. But because there are risks, risk from market losses, risk from other kinds of things, risks of running out of income, risk of healthcare costs running out of control, risks of taxes taking too much of your money, risks of leaving your legacy to the hospitals or nursing homes or to the government. All of these things must be addressed. And so as a prudent business owner, there is a little bit of degree of paranoia. Now, I don't want to fall over into the area of fear here because fear is the opposite of faith. I'm not suggesting that as business owners, you should live a life of fear, but rather a life of gratitude. I find the greatest antidote to fear in life is gratitude for what God has done. Looking back and seeing that even during the trying times that God was working in your life, that he was directing your path, using obstacles like boulders to move you from one direction to another to keep you right in the center of his will. Oh, I wish life was just white picket fences and roses and happy days, but there's going to be rain and there's going to be storms and there's going to be challenges. And as a business owner, knowing in advance that there are certain kinds of challenges that most businesses are going to face helps you a great deal. You don't have to be clairvoyant. You don't have to be a prophet to know that there are typical dangers that all of us are going to face. And so in the subsequent episodes, I'm going to call out those different dangers. But here on the biblical side of things, while I'm talking to you about business and seeing the danger, I think the greatest danger that I see is greed. I think it really is. I think within business, there's two kinds of greed, and this holds for life. Being greedy of gain, right? Being in a position where you don't have, but you want to get. Being in a position where you don't have, but you want to get more. That's one kind of greed. And then greedy concerning loss, being in a position where you do have and you're fearful of losing it. Those are both kinds of greeds. One is the problem of the rich man, and the other is the problem of the poor man, to use biblical language. We don't want to be on either side of that. You know, the writer of Proverbs says, don't give me too much and don't give me too little. I don't want to have so much so that I trust in the uncertain riches, and I don't want to have so little that I find myself starving. And you know, God promises He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. He's going to meet your needs. But on the other hand, God brings blessing, but it's also a test. On this show, we view wealth as a test. We view it as another series of problems that need to be solved, in which God is testing your stewardship. He's testing your view of eternal things. And so one of the great dangers is greed. Another is pride. You know, the Bible says only by pride comes contention, or pride goes before a fall. So what we don't want to do is get in a position where we're celebrating ourselves. Now, it's okay to celebrate accomplishments. It's okay to give yourself a pat on the back when you reach a milestone. But realize that that's like a mirage on the horizon. When you get there, you realize this is not ultimately satisfying. Business success does not truly satisfy. Business success is a means to an end. It is a vehicle that you can use to do more for God and His kingdom. It's not designed to be something that you chase for the satisfaction only of that thing. Now, don't get me wrong. It's great to win. It's great to be on top, all of those things. But really, that's not God's intent for us to learn how to properly handle winning and being on top. God's intent is for you to learn how to handle the sacred trust of wealth, of business, of finances. And so in subsequent episodes, we're going to talk to young business owners and old alike, but this is specifically directed to those of you who are younger, to learn how to foresee the danger and hide yourself. Develop plans and strategies to reduce, if not eliminate, those dangers. In the meantime, I would be delighted to visit with you. My team and I, a multi-generational team of all ages, designed specifically to help you take the next steps in your business or in your own financial independence. It simply starts with a phone call.